moments that we have left, we want to talk right down to earth in a language that everybody here can easily understand.
I know you're angry. I know you're true. weapon of mass destruction is human.
Hey, everybody. Happy Monday. Thanks for being here, everyone. Great crowd as usual. Very cool of you all. Let's see. Let's start off with addressing the fantastic and amazing Super Chats. Thank you all so much. We have one from Eileen. Let's wrap up June with Super Chats for Vince. Thank you. Very cool. And we have one here. What Leanie said. Thank you, Tone 13. Hey, that sounds like a little theme song from the Munsters, right? Ah, my volume's off. You know, 1313 Mockingbird Lane. Yeah. All right, let's see. Miss Brienne threw a super chat. Thank you. Oh, yeah, Santana, the Spanish music has got me dancing. Awesome. And we have one from Jason. Thank you so much. No One Like You. That's such a great tune, isn't it? Jason's son got married over the weekend, and that was their tune that they walked out to. Is that cool or what? Yeah, very cool. So we have 314 comments all the way going on here. Let's see. Volume, schvolume. What am I, not loud enough? I don't know. But nothing has changed, so my volume should be good. Hopefully. All right, let's see who has been hanging around. We've had a nice group of peeps here hanging for the first half of the show. Let's see. We have... Where did he go? We'll have to go back more. I don't know if that's possible. Well, we have Miss Brienne. Hello. We have Freedom Redbird Berenda. And we have Leela. Hello, Leela. And we, of course, have Eileen, my fantastic and amazing moderator, along with another fantastic and amazing moderator, Gary Hubbs. Gary Hubbs in the house. Let's see who else. Mr. Formiati, all the way from Australia. We have Tone 13. We have Val. We have Jason. We have Mom. All right. We have Reptilian. That's a cool name. What's up? Thank you so much for being here, everyone. All right, so let's see what's going on here. Cool. So this is the time of the night where we slow things down a pinch. We have Robbie in the house. Hello, Robbie. We have let's see. Where is everybody at? There we go. Rock Candy. Hello. And we have, what's going on with my chat tonight? It's weird. We have Tina, hello, and we have the Metalhead Hippie. All right, awesomeness. So, let's see. Let's jump back to the top of where we're at. We have Benji. Hello, Benji. Benji's from New Zealand. You know the comments will jump when Lori gets here. Bob Weir, hello. Rippin' and Taryn, thank you. Rippin' and a Taryn, yes. There was a question before, and I think I saved it. Yes, it was from Tools, Cars, and Guitars, who was a former student. My man, Jamie, when you were with Parker, you ever do an appearance with Vernon Reed at the NAMM show? Yeah, I did. I have pictures with Vernon at the NAMM show when I did the Parker thing. It was very cool. Actually, that first time, he was just walking by, and I grabbed him to show him the guitar that had the MIDI stuff in it, because I knew he was into that. So we got him in, and he was hanging out with Ken, and all of a sudden he became an endorsed artist, which is awesome. He's the kind of guy that uses guitars to the max. Tina and family too, very cool. Hello, Tina and family, and thank you for your purchase of the merch. Thank you so much. Let's see. Oh, volume for the Munsters. Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. Frank Terzo's in the house. Hello, Frank. Thank you for being here. Thank you for bringing your folks from your channel over to my channel. Definitely appreciate it. Let's see. If I missed anybody, I must apologize because that's the way the chat works sometimes. I did see somebody else come by here. Mark Gallagher. Hello. Hello, hello. Thanks for being here. There was somebody else that stopped in. I don't know where they went. Les, there. Les, what's up? And hello, Mom. So we're going to do a little tune for Mom, wind things down a bit. This is the time of night where everybody has one job, and you know what it is. Thank you, Val. So if anybody's new, please say hi, and if you're lurking in the background, it's all good. You could just hang and enjoy the music. Yeah, sorry, Bob, you just missed that. Yep. It was the song before the last song I did. So, yeah, it was 2 songs ago. All right, so here we go. We're going to get this one happening for Mom. First, I have to switch guitars, and you have to follow Eileen's lead, everybody. That is what we do here on Mondays. Especially for this song. Well, actually, only for this song. It's for this song. Oh, yes. All right. Let's get the Les Paul, which is the Lou Palo Les Paul signature model. My good friend Lou. I got to play with him for 10 years. Lou was the guy who brought Les Paul out of retirement. Les Paul, the dude who built the electric guitar. All right, we are still in tune from last week. Wonderful. All right, Mom, Miss Brienne. Mom. Yeah. All right. Thank you for topping the rainbows up there. Really appreciate it. Let's see. We need the special pick. And here we go. Frank. All right, that always goes out to Mom, Eileen, and a few other folks. We used to have a gentleman who hung out here, Rich, but unfortunately he passed away, and last year we did our tribute show to him. Yeah. So anyway, let's see. Frank Terzo. Love all the rainbows. Love all the rainbows. Very cool. Thank you so much. I just saw that. That's hilarious. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And I love all the rainbows. Seeing those go by. It's very cool. Benji posting bananas and handbags. Okay, sure. We'll go with that. Yes, Shell. Yeah, gotta feel for her losing a friend there. Good night, Mom. Yes, it is time that Mom bails, and we usually crank things up around now again. Let's see. We're going to do an original now. We're going to move this over to here. Where'd you go? We are not going to do the standard programming. Here we go. We're going to do those two first. Then we're going to add this one, which is new-ish to the show. I'm going to do this one here. And then maybe we'll do that one after. Yeah, 10:10. It's 10:10. Do you know where your children are? Oh my goodness. Remember that commercial? All right, so here we go. Hey. SRG Sparky, what's up? Good to see you. Thanks for dropping by. Appreciate it, everyone. Thank you, everyone again who did super chats earlier tonight. Thank you so much. All right. Now, let's see. We need to switch guitars. That's what we need to do for this song. Yeah. For this song and the next song. So we're going to start off with... what are we going to start off with? Two originals. That's what we're going to do. There they are. They are in line. They are ready to go. Ready to rock. And these are the show favorites. A couple of these are, well, can't say a couple. You guys and gals like what I do. That's why you're here every week. And that's why I come back every week. Now, we're going to do a tune called Take You There. Let's put this guy down. That does not work with this song at all. We're going to do this tune, Take You There. This is always goes out to Eileen. Here we go. And right after that, I'm going to go into another original, probably without stopping. So this next one after that is Autumn Drive. Yeah. Here we go. Alright, I know I said I wasn't going to stop, but I need to check something in the fractal because I'm not liking the way this is a feeling right now. What is going on? Let's have a look. Let's have a look. So we're doing some techie stuff. What if I shut you off? How noisy is this? Zip. That's beautiful. Save. All right. There we go. You're welcome. Yes, sir. Those harmonies are for you every week, man. Awesome. Very cool. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. I need to line up some picks because I was still using the extra pointy Lou Palo style Les Paul pick, and Les used to play with these super crazy pointy picks, and that one has a very, very different sound that I only like for certain tunes. Hey, how are you? Thank you for being here. Thanks for coming by. I've been lurking a while. You've been rocking my dinner. Well, awesome. Appreciate it. Thank you for hanging out. Very kind words. Frozen fractals. No, everything's cool. It's just there was a setting that has changed, I think, and I did it, and I had to just make sure that it is off because I'm getting a different kind of sustain. Yeah. All right. So nerdy tech stuff is over, and now we are going to go to the planned program tune. And there it is. All right. This one is another original Autumn Drive. All right, here we go. Hey, everybody. Hope you're all doing good. On this Monday, Gary Hubs in the house. Hello, Gary. G Hubs. Hey, Aspa11. Hello. There he is. What's up? Or there she is. Can't tell from the name. So there you are. And remember, wherever you go, there you are. Thank you. And with that, and the Gary Hubs visitation, we are now going to talk about merch, spoons, and noises. That's right. Yes, we all did. Yes. Thank you, Eileen, for putting up all the links. Thank you. The Blue Spoon, brought to you by Lori's Mishmash. And the Mushroom Blend, brought to you by me. Or Z Natural Foods. Either way, whatever. I drink a mushroom blend during my show because I like coffee, but not this late. So we go natural. Good stuff. Healthy stuff. Yes. Oh, I did not know that was a book. Maybe I did know that was a book. But I've been saying that for years. Wherever you go, there you are. That's right. I can't get away from me. Sometimes I need a vacation from me. Yes, this is true right there. We have slots opening up for July. Tomorrow is July 1st, right? Tomorrow's July 1st, yeah. Holy cow, June has flown by, people. Before we know it, summer's going to be over. What's the deal? Anyway, yeah. We are doing the summer thing, and I opened up some spots, so I have some spots open for lessons. Thank you for putting that up, Eileen. And then where'd the other one go? Yes, there we go. In the merch shop. Thank you to everyone who has bought merch so far. It's actually very popular. People are buying it. I can't believe it. Thank you all. Names that I don't remember and don't match the YouTube names, but I do know Eileen bought some stuff. Lori's Mishmash bought stuff. My cousin Mike bought stuff. Tina bought some stuff. And Tone 13 bought some stuff. And I only know that because his real name came up, but he put it in the comment section. So if you don't go, see that I should have said that. If you don't go by your real name on YouTube, you should put it in the email that is available when you buy something, so I know who you are and I can thank you. Yeah. All right. Anyway, thank you to people who bought the merch. Whether or not I mentioned you by name, I do appreciate you. All right. Let's see. I tried burning my face off with fireworks. Failed. Here to let Vince finish the job. Please don't hurt yourself with fireworks. That is awfully bad. But hilarious right there. I will play some more face melting material. Yeah, I think that's in order. What can we do next that is face melting? Yes. We'll go with this. I think we'll go with that. Let me just see what else I have in my master list. Oh, comment count. Yeah, 486. We're a little short of 500. 486. Yeah, that's where we're at. Comment count. Yeah. All right, so let's see here. The big old list. The big list. The large list. I did that. if I can pull that one off. I haven't done that in a really long time. 486, says Gary. 486. That's where we're at. That's what we got today. That's what we have. Let's see. What do I want to play? Ooh, maybe we'll do that. All right, let's put this in order. Hey, you're out of order. All right, we're going to grab this one. Don't start playing. There we go. We are going to grab... Where did you go? Should have grabbed that when I had it. Oopsie. Hope everybody's doing well on this Monday. It's been hot here in New Jersey. Finally. It's been like ultra hot, actually. Ah, that's a good one. I'll do that one. Let's see, where is that? There it is. Zip. I haven't done this one in a while. All right. Cool. All right, let's go back to here. And let's grab those two. 2, 3. 2, 3, 3. There we go. Hey, cuz. I just played Funk Me Silly, man. But it's not too late for... I just literally finished that song just now. Give me a few minutes. My finger is killing me. My picking finger is not happy at all. But anyway, we need to slow it down. We need to slow it down a wee bit. That's right. So we're going to do this. We're going to do this first. Where's the mute button? And I need to bring up the volume in the room for this one. And let's pop Cousin Mark up there. Cousin Mark in the house. Anybody else that I may have missed? Yes, you're melting from the heat. It's pretty hot. It's pretty crazy. All right. Cool. Everything seems to be in line. All right. Hope everybody's having a good week. Yeah. Hope everybody's having a good week. All right. Let's see. Let's do. Let's go hit some originals. Where are you at? Thank you. Thank you, Gary. All right, so I got word tonight that there's no show this week for Lori, I think, if that's correct. Yeah, I think that is correct. So there's no show this Friday, but we are still going to put her link up there. So check out Lori's Mishmash on Fridays, usually at midnight Eastern. And then Gary Hubbs usually goes live. That's him right there, Gary Hubbs. Right after her at 2 a.m. Eastern. But we have to see what's going on with Gary as well. And then after that, we have Leela. Yeah, so holy cow. We have a very busy night. And this week, we might have everybody off. I don't know. Don't know what's going on. But anyway, let's have a little bit of mushroom drink here. Guitar Pit of Ours. He is back. He is here. There he is. Hope you're doing good too. Yes, likewise. All right, so here are the links. That is Lori's link. And then we have Gary's link. And then we have Leela's link. Of course, we have the fabulous and ever so awesome Frank Terzo, who always promotes my show on his show. So go check out Frank, and also check out Metalhead Hippie. Even though he's not doing his usual live streams, you should go check him out. Yes, very good. I still have a show set up. Stay tuned for further news. Awesome. We will hope to see Mr. Hubbs on Friday. Yeah. All right. So let's see here. We will do. All right. Yes, and Eileen was a guest in this collaboration, so check that out. That was a fun cover. And of course, here he is, Mr. Frank Terzo. All right. We're gonna do a little Pink Floyd, just a little section of it. Thank you, Eileen, for the super chat. Really appreciate that one. And the other one. So now we have 5 super chats, and we have 2 from Eileen. So super chat number 1. Let's wrap up June with super chats for Vince. And then we had super chat number 2 from Tone 13, hitting the 1313. That's nice. Thank you. Miss Brienne, thank you as well. Oh, yeah, Santana, the Spanish music, yes, has got me dancing. Awesome. And then $4.99. Whoops, nope, that's already done. Just clicked on it. Hello, there we go. Super chat from Jason for the No One Like You dedication. His son got married over the weekend, and they walked into that tune. So there you have it. It was a cool tune. And then another one from Eileen, just because. Well, thank you so much. All right. So we have 558 comments happening in the house here. We have Robbie. Hello, Robbie. Better than anything newer. Spark. All right, well, I don't know what that... Oh, Floyd Rose. Yeah, the Floyd Rose is really remarkable. The Parker Fly tremolo is absolutely killer and very reliable, and it stays in tune. But it's not the same animal as the Floyd Rose or the Edge, which is what is on the Ibanez guitars, which are modeled after Floyd Rose. So essentially, this is a souped-up Floyd Rose idea, especially the low pro ones where the tuners are out of the way. So that really makes for comfortable playing. Because I am one to put my hand on the bridge when I play. And that's hard to do because you have to, 1, avoid the tuners, and 2, you can't press down because if you push back on the bar, you'll make the guitar go sharp. It's kind of weird. Well, it's just the nature of the beast, actually. It's not weird at all. It's just weird getting used to. Anyway, let's go to the top of the comments. Who's the mysterious guy with the large curly Q on his forehead again? I'm not sure. All right, let's see. Les is hanging out. Thank you all for being here and sticking around. All right, so I'm going to do an original. Where are you? Where is it? All right, there it is. Is that right? Oh, no wonder why I'm on the wrong... I'm in the wrong folder. Oops. I hate when that happens. It's very easy to do. All right. Now we're in the right folder. There's the originals. It's like, where did they go? They disappeared. All right. We're going to do... I did that one. I'm going to do some Zero Gravity. Yeah, that's what we're doing. All right. Little Zero Gravity original there. Let's see. Where is my other one? There it is. I need to switch guitars for this one. Uh-oh, where are you? There it is. Let's see. I have to check something. I have to check what happened to my show. Last week's show has disappeared. Why did last week's show disappear? It's not there. It's not there, but it's here. Why aren't you up? Wonder what happened. I didn't get a notice. Didn't get a copyright notice or a strike or anything. I wonder what's going on. I don't know. Alright. Anyway, hope everybody's doing well. And hello, Dwight. Good to see you. Oh, hey, hippies in the house. Boom! Boom! Love this song's mood. Well, thank you. I'm glad you dig it. Alright, we are going to do a little Jeff Beck. And after we do some Jeff Beck, that's going to go out to Jeff. Where'd the other song go? Gonna do a little we're gonna do, where the heck is it? There it is. Let's drag this over to here. Zip. There we go. Alright, we're gonna do a tune for Jeff for helping out with the moderating, and we're gonna do a tune for Gary Hubbs for helping out with the moderating as well. Hey Vince, what's this say? Hey Vince, I'm just been enjoying the entertainment this evening. Thank you for what you do. Well, thank you for being here. Phoenix Falling. Phoenix. I hope I'm saying that right. I am sorry. With or without you, Satch. See, I don't know any of the really like instrumental guitar people's songs. Yeah. Because they just inspire me to make music and play the way I do, but I haven't really learned any of their stuff. And that's kind of on purpose. But, yeah, maybe I'll do, I always liked Flying in a Blue Dream. That's a really cool one. And I think I messed with that at one point. Phoenix. So you say it Phoenix. Okay. Got it. Thank you. SWAT theme, right? Damn it. All right. I got to get that down. I got to write that down. Where's my pencil? No, we're not going to use a pencil. We are going to type it. Hold on. Let's get this over to here. All right. To-do list. We got to get... Come on, move. We got to get that SWAT tune up and running because I had started it. So I just need to bring this note to the top here. Okay. SWAT. Cool. All right. Now the note is at the top of the list. You know how that notepad works in Apple? Yeah. I'm going to get to it. I will get to it, man. It's a cool tune. I like that song. I remember when I was a kid and it was on, and I was like, wow, that's a cool guitar part with the wah-wah pedal and everything. And I know Eileen has a list going for me as well. So I have to get that happening. Flying in a Blue Dream would be fantastic. Yeah. It's a great song. Let's see. I can't think of how it goes off the top of my head. But anyway, yes, I will mess around with that and get it happening. Anybody like King of the Hill? I figured that out for one of my students the other day. Let's see if I can remember it. We should just play you guys the video of me figuring it out. Let's see, is it here? There you go. Little King of the Hill. All right. Let's see here. Zip. All right, this one goes out to the man, Gary Hubbs, the parking lot warrior. All right. Give me a moment to switch guitars for the next original. And hopefully it'll behave this week. I tried it last time and it was just being a pain with the tuning. So give me a second. All right, so let's see how this works out today. Oh my goodness. It seems better. I just know with the heat and the humidity and the weirdness, a couple of my guitars have gone berserk. Hey, the Mix Club. All right, cool. I did a quick hit on this thing before. See, no. Interesting. Fun fact. If you remade the video for Rock Me Tonight by Billy Squier today, it would still suck. Oh, that's hilarious. We'll put that up there. I forgot to tell you guys to tell jokes while I'm gone. Alright, I think we're able to do this. Yeah, let's see how it goes. Alright. I like this guitar because, one, it has the sustainer in it. Whoops, come on. I'm going to wear my guitar high up like John Petrucci. Yeah. Yeah, right out the window. Oh, that's hilarious. Hey, Lori's in the house. Hello, Lori. Hello, hello, hello. All right, we need to do merch, spoons, and all kinds of stuff. I'm working on the studio so I could be me. That's why I'm asking. Okay. Cool. I must have missed something. All right, so let's get this in the camera. Let's get the spoon that Lori gave me. The guitar spoon. There we go. Hey, thanks. Thanks, Guitar Pit of Horrors. Thank you. Oh yeah, we got to do the slurp for my buddy Rufo. Yeah, hold on. Slurp time. And of course the spoon tinkles for the G-Man, for Gary Hubbs. There we go. Okay. Yes, gotta do the guitar spoon, of course. All right, so let's see. We are going to hit this tune here. This one is Soaring. And then we're going to try and do Off in the Distance, I think. Yeah. Let's see what happens. By the way, we are at 744 comments, so let's try and get to 1,000 tonight. That would be cool. That would be great, actually. We usually get to 1,000 by the hour and 15 mark, but tonight we're a little slow in the chat department, which is okay. If you're not all that chatty, that's fine. But let's try and get it to 1,000. This one's called Soaring. So why don't you put a bunch of airplanes in the chat? Or rocket ships. Yeah. Soaring. Planes and rocket ships. Okay. I really do hope I remember my own song. Alrighty. Thank you, Cousin Mark. Thank you for everybody who was putting up the rocket ships and the airplanes for soaring. Thank you. That was cool. This one was off in the distance. So, yeah. Hey, Shell's here. Hi, Shell. Hope you're doing good. Let's see. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba-da. Charge. All right. Where are we at? Let's get to see who's hanging out. All right. Looks like Metalhead Hippie is hitting it. Thank you for coming by. Appreciate it. Let me go back a bit. I think it might have been. Where is he? Somebody complimented me about the guitar, so I just want to address that. So thank you. Not sure who it was because it was far back, and I don't think I mentioned it before. Hey, Shell, thank you. Appreciate it. You're awesome. Thank you so much. So let's go through our super chats for the day. We have a super chat from Leanie and a super chat from Tone13 and a super chat from Miss Brienne and a super chat from Jason and a super chat from Eileen again and a super chat from Shell. So thank you all so much for the super chats. So awesome. We have close to 900 comments. So let's see if we can get those a little higher before I hang up with y'all tonight. Alright, before we end the stream, that would be great if we can get the chats up to 1,000. Barry, hello. So this guitar, this is something that I think I traded, yeah, or did I buy this one? I can't remember. But story goes it was a student's guitar, and he didn't like it because it was too much, as he put it, too much guitar for me. And and I said, well, that's certainly not too much guitar for me. I love it, so I'll take it off your hands. We either traded for something or I got a good deal on it. But either way, this is the Music Man Majesty John Petrucci signature model. And it is a beautiful guitar. And I gotta show you guys, if you haven't seen this before on my channel, look at the back of this thing. Look at that. It is just beautiful. And look at this cutaway. I can reach past the neck. I can reach past the last fret. It's unbelievable. So I'm going to play this a little more. There we go. And we're going to lower it because I have my strap set up for 2 different notches for shred attack mode and regular mode. Know any Canadian content? I do not. Sorry about that. Let's see. So, what I'm going to do next is, since Shell is here, and she threw me a super chat, we're going to do the big medley for her, because she loves... Oh, Lowrider's a good one. I got to put that on the list. I used to do that years ago with the band. I don't know, but that can't be too hard of a backing track. I could probably whip that up in a day, or less than a day. Yeah. Vince Chanel is now giving lessons with this guitar on our Play to the pickup. That's right. Yeah, so let's see. We will, let's get that out of there. We're going to do big medley for Shell, and we're going to do it on this guitar. Yeah, I like this thing. It's pretty cool. It has a 25 dB boost just by pushing that. You might have seen me do that during soaring. That way I get infinite sustain. It's really awesome. Yeah. All right. So let's do the big medley for Shell. And yes, again, we do have to address that our buddy Rich used to hang out here on Monday nights, and he passed away suddenly, unexpectedly. So we are thinking of you, Shell. Thank you for coming by and hanging out. And yes, hanging out is a good form of support. Yeah. All right, here we go. right. Well, we have definitely hit 1,000 comments. Thank you all so much for chatting it up. Appreciate it. We are getting near the end. It's 11:54. And I started late, so we'll go a little after midnight. Thank you so much, everybody. Gary, I totally threw in that Enter Sandman for you, man. I was like, you know what? We're going to change it up. We're not doing the monsters tonight. So there you have it. Haha, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Yes. Hey, OU812, late to the party and can't stay, but wanted to say hello. Thank you. I'm glad you stopped by. Every time you go live on Sundays, I am at my mom's house, and I can't hang. So I'm really annoyed at that. I got to figure out if I can get a few minutes and have Mom watch your show. But I can't play. I know you invited me to come by and play. I'd love to do that. So maybe one of these days, if I go by Mom on a different day, I can hang out on your show. But I appreciate you dropping by, sir. Check out OU812. Check out his channel. Where did he go? There he is. Check out his channel. We changed the Saturday nights. Oh, that's good. What time? Put it in the chat. Eileen, if you want to drop his link. And Saturday nights are better. I could probably swing a Saturday night. For sure. That would be awesome. All right. Anyway, go check out his channel. And I will be stopping by one of these Saturdays. We changed the Saturday nights. Dig it. There it is. There he is. Put it up there. Boom. There it goes. All right. Lori's in the house. So I have to go and check out what the hell happened to my stream from last week. It disappeared. It's been blocked. I don't know what's going on. 9 Eastern. Awesome. So everybody go check out his channel. OU812 at 9 p.m. Eastern on Saturday. Oh, yeah, you got it. You got it. Miserlou on Nasty Mode. Yes. I love that tune. It's so much fun to play. Need snacks. Yeah, it's getting to that time. We're getting to midnight. Yeah, it did. It's gone. It's on my what's that called? Studio. It says quality uploading. Now, I watched it a few times, so I don't know what happened. So I'm going to have to go check this out, see what the deal is. But that's what happened. Yeah. It says public monetization is off, which I know doesn't matter. Restrictions none, but it says uploading. Then it says everyone can see it. Very confusing. I don't know what the deal is, but I'll have to figure it out. Hopefully it's nothing that I played again tonight. I added a couple of tunes to the set here. So hopefully it's not something... I didn't get any notices or strike warnings or anything like that in the email. So I don't know. Don't know. William De Silva, hello. There we go. What's up? All right. So, since I have the shred guitar on, and I'm in this original mode, what do we have here that I can do that's shreddy? Kind of did all the shreddy VG tunes. Yeah, I don't know. I hope that's why. I hope I don't have... I didn't get a notice, so I don't know. I don't know what the hell happened, but it's annoying. But I thank you for that, sir. All right, so what do we got here? We are going to do this one. Where'd you go? Oh, I'm in the wrong folder again. Ugh. I should just put everything in one folder and forget it. See, I have it organized, so I have the master list, and then I have what I'm going to play for the evening in another set, in another folder. But maybe I should just stop doing that, because I think it's messing me up. Anyhow, let's see here. All right. Here we go. Another original. it's in the dustbuster and it won't die. Thank you so much, Shell. Thank you, Gary. Awesome. We appreciate it. All right, everybody. Thank you, Lori. All right, last tune. This one always ends the show. Gets everybody in a chiller mode. Calm down a little bit from all the shred-tastical things that happened throughout the evening. Thank you all for being here. I'm trying to find the song. There it is. All right. I really appreciate everybody hanging out. I appreciate all the super chats. 7 tonight. That was really awesome of everybody. So I appreciate you all. We'll just run through them real fast here. We'll just throw them out there. And thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you again, thank you again, thank you, and thank you. Everybody have a great week. And this is the last tune here. I usually do this on the Pia, but I'm going to try it on this. I don't think I've ever played it on this guitar. So here we go. And by the way, you guys and gals were fantastic at the chatting. We're at 1,107 comments, so I really appreciate you all. Thank you, Shell. Greatly appreciate you being here. Thank you, BMG Kate. Yes, please hit the like button, says Gary. Thank you, and thank you, Lori. Vince, an absolute pleasure to meet you. Thank you for the awesome vibes. You're welcome, Phoenix. Thanks for coming by. Hopefully you sub up. Well, I guess you subbed up because I think I put this in subscriber only mode for chatting tonight. Occasionally you get a wise guy or a wise gal or a wise butt. And you gotta have some skin in the game. So, a couple people suggested I do subscriber only mode. So I appreciate you subscribing, hanging out with us here. This happens every Monday since 2018. We are at 1,117 comments. 1117. Yeah, so this last one always goes out to Eileen and, of course, my mom too, but she's never up this late. She'll catch it tomorrow on the replay. So, again, thank you. I appreciate everybody being here. And we're going to try and do this on this guitar tonight. This has an interesting way of getting single coil mode. I have to push this guy in and move this to the center. So we're going to see how this goes. Never did it on this guitar. Well, everybody, have a great week. Thank you all so much. What is this all about? All right. I missed a whole bunch of fun stuff, I guess. We'll have that go out to Rich. Yes. We're at 1,202 comments. Everybody have a fantastic week. Thank you again for all the super chats and the fun time here every Monday. And, oh my goodness, what is going on? Eileen, spray some bug spray on the carpet and vacuum it up with the dustbuster. It will be dead in the morning. Just put the dustbuster and the whole damn thing outside. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Val. Everybody have a great week. And I'll see you soon. Thanks again. Good night.